welcome to the Football Manager Creator Showcase, episode 23. I am the Custard Prophet. Thank you very much for dropping by. If this is your first time, great to have you along. What is this all about? Well, I'll tell you. It is a place where I invite Football Manager creators to come and talk about their channel, be that on Twitch or YouTube or wherever, and to tell us about what they do on their channel, what their inspirations are, etc., etc. We find out all about creators, and we talk to two creators per episode, and today's episode is no exception. We have two quite fantastic creators. It is a really cracking lineup for you. So today we have Omega Luke and FM Llama. So if you are not familiar with either of these two, have I got a treat for you? Omega Luke, I don't know the stats on this, I'm just going to say it and just as if it's true, but I'm pretty sure he must be one of the fastest growing YouTubers doing FM content out there. He only started, just over a year ago, and he's already well in the thousands in terms of subs. Absolutely slamming it at the minute. Really good content, really good educational content as well for the FM game. So make sure you go and check him out. And the FM Llama is he is just he's kind of a breath of fresh air in the FM community. Really enjoyable saves, and they're just fun, and he doesn't take anything too seriously and just has a bit of fun with the game. And I'm absolutely loving his Island Dream saves. It's one of my favourite saves currently on YouTube. So two people I'm really thrilled to have on the showcase, and let's go and see what they've got to say.
Hello everyone, my name is Omega Luke, and massive thank you for the Custard Prophet for first of all giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am a content creator for Football Manager videos and various other computer games from Plymouth down in the southwest of the UK. I've been doing it round about a year now. So the type of content that you can find on my channel is a kind of a mixture now. It used to be just the Let's Play action because I used to work for FM Scout. So I used to keep all the educational videos for them. But now that I don't work for them anymore, I've decided to bring the stuff that I enjoy the most to my channel. So what gets me the most views now and what people seem to really enjoy and kind of know me by for this iteration of Football Manager is the player spotlight videos, where I basically take a kind of unknown wonder kid, I stick them in a team for a while and show you what their development is like and what you can possibly get for that player. And most of the time the players are like costing less than £1 million, so people really enjoy it because it's kind of like hidden gems and showing you what you can find in these weird and obscure leagues. I think the Louis Montagnou one, people never heard of Louis Montagnou before on FM Scout, and once I put that video out everyone just went mental, and I still get messages pretty much once or twice a week how people love King Louis, as we've named him. But plenty of other ones that are on there, and I've created a player spotlight playlist on my channel in case anyone would like to have a look at that. So the man we are looking at today is Brandon Cortez, and I say man, he is only 17 years old. He is currently at Boca Juniors at the start of the game, and as you can see already, he has some very good fundamental attributes to be an insane striker. But I have also recently started diving into non-Football Manager content through a lovely game that I thoroughly enjoy called Wreckfest, which is kind of like a banger car racing / with all the mods you can get like NASCAR racing, but it's just one of the most fun games you'll ever play in your life, and to be honest, one of the most fun games that you can watch on YouTube as well, which a lot of my viewers have never really played or heard of Wreckfest. They've started watching it and I've actually really enjoyed it, so hopefully a few more people will begin to watch those videos, and hopefully I can continue doing them because they are a lot of fun. So if that gets more popular, that will continue, and I'd like to kind of think that I would be playing more games going in the future and just play games that I enjoy, maybe some new games, trying them out and see how that goes really. So what I'm currently making outside of the player spotlights is a World Rotterdam series. That is a World Super League series. So basically I started off in the 6th division of the World Super League, which is pretty much, to explain it in a short term, all of the biggest, highest reputation clubs in the world are in the top league, and then the lower ones before that underneath, and it just keeps going. There's a 20-tier league system all in one country, so it's kind of like a dream scenario, if I'm honest, in like an alternate universe. And I started with Feyenoord. I did this little thing with Thanos, saying that he chose me. He's a massive Feyenoord fan. Don't know why, but they're in the 6th division, and they're 6 Infinity Stones. So you can guess where I went with that. And we are in the 5th season now as I'm recording this, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's probably one of my most favourite saves that we've got going on. Because I just enjoy the fact that one day I'm playing against Cruzeiro in the Brazilian league, and the next I'm rocking up against West Ham in the English division, and it's all in the same league campaign. Not to mention there's some really good cups in it. The maker of that database put a lot of thought and effort into it. However, we kind of tweaked it. A guy who is one of my mods on my Discord and stuff like that, he sort of tweaked it for me so that it was more of a balanced financial situation, and added in youth leagues and stuff like that for player development. And it's just made for just one of the most fun saves I've ever had and ever done. And I think a lot of people are watching that on a daily basis and are still thoroughly enjoying it. My future plans for the channel, Football Manager wise, is to continue with the World Rotterdam till we finally win the World Super League, and to continue bringing everyone the best player spotlights. That is my aim. I think I've kind of made it into my own situation now, where the way I do player spotlights, people have actually started copying that style now, because it works, and it's the most entertaining way. And I think that's what people have really enjoyed and really get from those player spotlights. So I'd like to continue doing them. Not to mention, of course, we always on my channel kind of dive into different tactics and stuff. I've done a lot of tactic testers on my channel, which I want to get back into before we get to the end of this iteration of Football Manager. And when the new one comes out, I'm probably just going to do exactly the same as what I did this year. A lot of player spotlights, but well, what I did for FM Scout anyway, a lot of player spotlights, a lot of tactics at the beginning anyway, and then after about a month or so, I might dive into a series to bring everyone some different kind of content. But I think at the start of the game, that's what I'm thinking of doing anyway. Outside of Football Manager, like I mentioned, I want to continue doing the Wreckfest videos. They're just so much fun to create. And because they're fun to create, I enjoy doing it. It's very easy stuff for me to do. And not to mention, people are seeming to enjoy it. And then, really, I'm looking forward in the future to different games coming out, when different release dates are, and maybe try and get my hands on a couple of early access codes and be one of the first people on YouTube to have it. That's always the dream, right? That's how you get big, I suppose. But that's basically what my plans are within the next couple of months, up to a year anyway. We're just about to hit 5,000 subscribers, so if I can hopefully get about 10,000 by the end of the year, that's my big target, which I never thought I'd manage to get to 5,000. So my target was about 1,000 after 18 months of doing this, and I've only really started in June last year. So the fact that we're at nearly 5,000 now is a massive thumbs up from me. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed or will come across to subscribe from this video. And if you can help me en route to get to 10,000, then I'm forever in your favour. Thank you very much. What actually made me start creating FM content is that I used to have a wrestling channel, and I used to do a wrestling podcast and a wrestling YouTube channel. But while I was doing that, I always used to play Football Manager on the side, because it's a game that probably, like most of you, have played every year and throughout the whole year. So it's probably the game I've played the most over, if you count every single iteration of the game. So I thought, well, I'm playing it this much, why don't I just start making content? I really enjoyed the likes of Work the Space and Dr. Benji stuff just before I started creating content. So I thought, I looked at how to do it, and it's very simple. I can't believe I've never done it before. Really, I actually punched myself because I'd never started doing it before, because I always thought it'd be fun to do. and I always considered creating my own gaming channel, just never really got around to doing it. And now here I am, a year on, and we're doing well. I'm enjoying it. The FM content that I enjoy the most is Dr. Benji. I know it's a big guy, but it is Dr. Benji. I just think he's probably the best around that you can really get. Streaming wise, I think Zealand's probably up there as well, but there are a lot of smaller guys that I do really enjoy as well. And one, I like the like of FM Trek, and he's a good friend of mine. FM Trek, I think he is phenomenal. He's very like the opposite to me, where I'm a bit high octane, and not high octane, that's a weird thing to say, isn't it? But like, to talk about yourself, but I'm a bit very like hasty, and I think he's very chilled and very calm, and I think his viewers are people just like that. They like a nice calming man to get them through the day with, who's good at Football Manager, and he just makes good content, but completely different, I think, to the way I do, and I appreciate him for that. Speaking of other people who do stuff differently, Boot FM as well. I like the way he structures his videos, and it's just very unique. So I think that's also really clever. Clates FM is a very underrated FM YouTuber who's good on Twitch. Of course, he's getting his sort of 5 minutes of fame. Let's hope it's more. But he's getting a lot of fame right now because of being in the Streamer Showdown, and fully deservedly getting into that. But I wish people would transfer over to his YouTube channel, because he's also a really good YouTuber and he deserves some success over there as well. And I'm shocked at how little support he's got over there, considering how good he is. Very underrated. But there is a guy that I discovered recently called In The Mixer FM, and I think I even tweeted about it, how good he actually is. And I know it's like hardly anyone's watching his videos, but they're really good. They really should be watching them. In The Mixer FM, I promise you, take my word for it. Have a look at him. He's a really good content creator. Now, that is pretty much it from me. Massive thank you for the Custom Profit once again for giving me this little platform to tell you more about myself. I hope it encouraged you to come and watch my content. I'm also on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/Megaloot Gaming. If you want to see some more streaming, that's what I do on there. I stream FM. I'm not very good at streaming. That's one of the downsides. I'm very terrible with technology. And in the last series, I got sacked, which for the first time ever, live on stream. So that was entertaining, to say the least. They don't come to me for educational purposes on the stream, that's for sure. I stick the educational purposes on YouTube, the easy stuff for me, and it's just bad stuff on Twitch, but you might enjoy it. Who knows? Give it a try. But anyway, if you can check out my content, maybe help me get to the 10,000 goal by the end of the year, I'll be forever grateful. A massive thank you once again. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye. Renier there, on his hat-trick now. Tonali plays it over Sardella. Get it across if you can. Antonio's there, and Antonio scores straight off the bench. Tactical genius. He's been on the pitch 2 minutes, probably his first touch.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chris, or the FM Llama. I'm originally from Birmingham, although I have lived all over the Midlands, and I'm currently exiled in Northamptonshire. For my sins, I'm a Birmingham City supporter, but I'm also a big fan of non-league football, and perhaps my greatest passion is global football. And on a Sunday afternoon, if you have the choice between watching Manchester United play Liverpool or the Sarajevo derby on some obscure satellite channel, then it's probably in front of the latter that you will find me. So I've been playing Football Manager for nearly 3 decades, since I was in short trousers really. I graduated from Sensible Soccer onto Championship Manager in the early 90s, when I first started playing the game on an Amiga. I'm like most people, I like to take charge of the teams in the Premier League and see if you could win the Premier League title. But as I got a little bit older, I fell in love with a style of play known as Lower League Management, or LLM. And I like taking charge of teams in the bottom playable division of whatever country you've picked to play in, and seeing if you can either lead that club to glory or start your management career there and bounce around different clubs until one day, maybe you get a shot at the big time. So that's the kind of style of play that I like to play when I'm playing Football Manager, and that's reflected in the content that you'll find on my channels. You won't really see any videos from me about Top Bots 1 and Wonder Kids that you can sign for under 10 grand, because by the time I get sniff of a Wonder Kid, it's usually about 2046, and any Wonder Kids that you could sign at the start of the game have long since retired. I like to design my own tactics, but I am far from a tactical expert, so you're also unlikely to see any videos from me about how to make a 3 left-sided sweeper system get you to win the league in under 14 games. But hopefully what you will see from me is saves that are quite light-hearted, might make you giggle a couple of times during the episode, and really embrace the LLM style of play. So although my channel's quite new, there's already 2 series on the channel that people can give a go. The first is called Border Adventures, which is a Journeyman save with a twist. So I picked a nation that I really fancied managing in, and I chose Germany. But I also loaded up all the other countries that share a border with Germany as well, and loaded all of those nations down to their lowest playable division, started unemployed without any experience or coaching badges, hunted around until I found a job, and the idea of the save is that we'll move from club to club around the little block of nations that we've loaded, and hopefully one day land a job where we might be able to compete for some honours, maybe even qualify for Europe. The other series on the channel is a little bit newer, but it's been incredibly popular since I launched it. It's called Island Dreams, and it's an international management save, but in order to stay with the Llama theme, rather than start a international career at Brazil or England and try and compete for World Cup honours, I started and took over at the Northern Mariana Islands, who are not a FIFA nation, and they're not a part of the Asian Football Federation either, so they don't get to take part in the World Cup or the Asian Championships. They just have one regional competition that they get to play for every 2 years, and the save follows me as I try to qualify them for the second phase of that tournament, usually to very little success. But I think people quite enjoying the schadenfreude element of watching me struggle, watching me trying to develop a tactic that suits a team of amateurs, because we don't even have a semi-professional player amongst our ranks. And so far that save has been very popular with people in the FM community. Pick it up. This little Manny Ariano played it on. We're looking for that ball over the top as often as possible. Tiamson's got a little bit of pace. We're going to try and get him into the game. Here's Chrissy Joyner. What can you do? Dave! 15 minutes! So both of the series on the channel at the moment have got plenty more mileage left in them. Maybe there might be one more new series whilst FM20 is still in circulation. When FM21 is released, I really like the idea of running border adventures again in a different part of the world and picking a different nation and loading all the countries that share a border with it and doing another Journeyman career. Also really like the idea of running Island Dreams again, but picking a different tropical island somewhere else in the world, one that's equally as hapless and as great a challenge as the Northern Mariana Islands, but trying to qualify them for a major tournament as well. But when FM21 is available, the first 2 series I have in mind for that game are actually going to be brand new to the channel. They'll both be lower league management saves, but both with a different twist on the genre, so I'm looking forward to running both of those. I don't expect to launch any non-Football Manager content other than playing a bit of Mario Kart when I'm looking after the kids. I don't really play any other computer games. Neither do I see myself really getting into streaming. I've had a look at the Twitch, and that's definitely something I'll leave to the younger content creators, I think. I think the future for my channel is just to do more saves that hopefully will bring a smile to people's faces, won't take themselves too seriously, will have a healthy dose of self-deprecation involved, and will hopefully also introduce some people to some weird and wonderful locations that we're playing the game in that might just inspire people to want to start their own Football Manager save. So whilst I'm quite new to the Football Manager community, I've actually been lurking around in different forums for a few decades now. I've also been on YouTube for a few years, except the other channel I run is very much to do with my day job, and I'd always really liked the idea of a second channel that gave me the opportunity to yell at little blobs on a screen in front of me. So recently I had a bit of a milestone birthday and decided, well, if I'm not going to take the plunge now and start doing the things in life that I really enjoy, when am I actually going to do it? So I decided to launch my Football Manager channel and start releasing videos. And so far, the reception's been very hospitable and the reaction's been really positive from people in the FM community. So definitely one of my better decisions. I really wanted to make Football Manager videos that were a little bit more light-hearted and were like the videos that I enjoy watching, that don't take themselves too seriously. Maybe might put a smile on people's face, because there's enough going on in people's lives to be down and morose about. It's nice to tune in for 10-12 minutes a day, watch somebody playing some Football Manager, having a little bit of fun while they're doing it, and maybe making you giggle a couple of times. So that's really my reasoning for wanting to start my own Football Manager channel, just to bring a little bit of a light-hearted spin to what is one of my favourite things to do with my spare time. Now, because I'm so passionate about Football Manager, it makes sense that I like to watch a lot of Football Manager content in my spare time as well. Now, like most people, I like some of the bigger YouTube content creators, so I really enjoy the United City FM channel. I really like the Rolling in the Aisles series that they've got on there. The presenter is the most beautifully calm and positive person you could wish to spend 15 minutes watching, so I absolutely adore that channel. I also really like Aussie Villain's channel as well. Really humorous, lots of sketches in there. You can't condone his choice of football team, but he's got a great save going at the moment where he's trying to replicate the career of Dean Smith, hoping one day to be appointed Aston Villa manager. So that's a really enjoyable series as well. I really, well, like most of us, I'm only human, really enjoy Dodgy Gamer's channel as well. Basically any video he puts out, you will find me watching within an hour or so. Love his Andorra save. Also love the series he's doing with the Cayman Islands, trying to take them to a World Cup finals. So that's an absolute joy. I also really enjoy the channel of our esteemed host Custard Prophet. He's got a couple of saves on there based in Nordic or Scandinavian countries, and I'm always a sucker for a lower league Scandi save. So really enjoy his Gotney save and the save he's got with Viking Stavanger. So that's really good. I also really enjoy some of the newer YouTube channels as well. There's a couple by some North American gamers that I think are really great. So love Justin's FM Digi channel. Again, this guy oozes calmness. He's got a real smooth presentation style. But whenever his team concedes a goal, he has this fiery knot of angst inside of him that emerges that's quite entertaining to watch. The other newer North American channel that I really enjoy is FM Union's channel. Again, he started a journeyman career where he's currently in Finland, and his little twist is that he can't move clubs until somebody approaches him for a job. So I really love that little twist on the lower league save. And the other channel that I'm absolutely besotted with is FM Pino's channel. This guy's like a Football Manager rock star. I think his channel's going to be absolutely huge. First of all, he looks like he turned down the opportunity to be in One Direction because he thought he was too cool to be in a boy band, and I think he's absolutely right. His channel's really well edited. His videos have always got great humour in them. He's picked a fantastic save where he's doing a journeyman around the entire world, going from Slovakia and Malaysia to Serbia. So I definitely recommend checking that channel out. I also watch lots of other new FM content creators as well. Far too many to really list here, but that's basically where you'll find me when I'm not playing Football Manager myself. So that's a little insight into me and my Football Manager channel. Hopefully, if you get 5 minutes, you might be able to check out some of the content. I think the only other thing to say is thank you to Custard Prophet for having me on, and thank you to everybody in the Football Manager community for making me feel so welcome, especially Dodgy Gamer, who I think is like the godfather of the FM community. He sits there like Marlon Brando, welcoming new people into the family and making sure they get settled. If I've not met you in the Football Manager community, if you ever see me on Twitter or other forms of social media, come and say hello. It'd be great to get to know more people inside of the community. But thanks for taking the time to watch this little guide to my channel. Hopefully I'll meet you very soon. Okay, oh, here he is. Here he is. Hey, 10 men. We only need 10 men. Nathan, I told you.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It was certainly a lot of fun putting it together, as always. Two wonderful creators. It's now time for you guys to have a think about what you've just seen, and if you have enjoyed either of those creators or both of them, in the description down below is their details, their link to their channel. So make sure you go, hop on over, drop them a subscribe, have a look at their content. Yeah, and get on the bus, whatever that means. Yeah. And yeah, hopefully you have really enjoyed it today. It's been superb, I think. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit a like on the video, make sure it gets seen, and subscribe for more like-minded content. These videos come out every couple of weeks, but there's plenty more going on the channel, daily uploads of various sorts, so make sure you stick around here as well. That'll be enough for me. Leave comments down below for the creators if you want to have a chat to them, or nip over to their channel if you want to talk to them. If you are a creator who is interested in getting involved in this, well, make sure you get in touch with me and we can think about having you on to the showcase. Okay, that's enough for me. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.